Let me share my screen. So, good morning, guys. Ayan, can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Good morning, guys. So, by the way, I'm Mr. Alex Pulumbarit, a faculty member of De La Salle University. So, I'm handling networking class and cloud computing class. So, for today, I will discuss about two topics. I already compressed it. The first part of the topic is um, IT certification, and the second part will be cloud computing, introduction to cloud computing. So first, 'di ba? Tayo nga 'di ba, I think sa TikTok uso na ngayon ano, diploma or diskarte, 'di ba? Narinig niyo ba 'yon lagi?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so of
Yes, sir.
course,
Yes, sir.
oo, 'di ba sa TikTok, of course. Siyempre, let's go for the certification. As an IT, um, aside for diploma, you need to earn certification, international certification. To what? Ano ba purpose ng IT certification? To boost your career, uh, to uplift your market value sa industry. Okay? As a student, kaya dapat nagpe-prepare na kayo ng portfolio nyo. Marami naman, there are different types of certification available now sa IT industry. Okay? Kasi most of the, before kasi yung work ko sa industry, most of hinahire namin mga newbies or new IT grad is at least one or two certification they have. Okay? Kasi dun tinitest yung mga skills. Kasi more in IT kasi more in skills. Okay? So yung communication skills, secondary lang, but more in the um, IT skills. So to test your IT skills, you must have what? IT certification, guys. So, maybe after you finish your course, dyan sa school nyo, you attend training, online or physical training to gain or to have an IT certification. Currently, ito yung mga certification ko. Yan. I'm more in CCNA, cloud computing, and CompTIA.
Wow.
Okay? Okay. So, these are the, ano pa, I think, ayan. So, these are yung Microsoft, hindi ko pa nasama eh. So, but this is my IT certification. Kasi part ng kasi ano ko siya eh, parang what do you say, um, pinaka basis for my teaching. Okay? So, but for you guys, as a student, there are a lot available certification. Don't worry. There are free. There are, of course, may bayad dyan, okay? Pero even though, kumbaga, mag-i-invest kayo, guys. Kasi in the long term naman, it will have give you an ROI, return of investment. Lalo
Ah,
pag nasa work
akin
kayo,
na ba sa dan? Makanta na ko sa lakyan?
um, pag nasa work kayo, it will give you promotion. So, yun yun. Currently, do you have any certification, guys? You can send me a message. Currently, wala pa? Wala pa,
Wala
no?
po ngayon, sir.
Oh, wala pa. So, yun, probably, anong year nyo na? Third year?
Third year na po ngayon.
Then, may fourth year ba? Fourth year,
Opo.
no? Okay, so probably,
Capstone namin sa summer ata.
okay, so probably, we will have lot of seminars. Then, I will give you some insight on how to, what? To have a simple certification. Marami yan sa available sa online certification, which is valid. Okay, number one, so what are the benefits? Ay, ano lang, wrong spelling. Benefits of IT certification. Okay. First is what? Open doors to new job opportunities, enhance chance of promotion and salary increase, and validates expertise and skills in specific IT domains. Yun. So again, if you are applying for a job, then may someone also applying for a job, then ang kasabay nyo walang certification, then kayo meron, of course, the HR will choose you. Okay? Because you already um, deep knowledge on that domain. So, of course, increase credibility, di ba? Provides third-party validation, build trust with employers, clients, and peers, and demonstrate commitment to professional development. Again, in IT, lalo sa IT, we keep on learning. We keep upgrading our skills, di ba? Sa programming, sa PHP, I think ang unang labas ng PHP 4, then 5, then I think the latest is PHP 8. So you must have what? You know about the new version of each programming. Hindi lang sa networking, but sa programming, marami yan. Okay? So, yun, dapat upgrade tayo sa mga skills. Kasi most of the industry or company are looking for the new immersion or new technology na. Hindi na ginagamit yung mga lumang um, programming, lumang version, or lumang technology. Okay? Lalo, di ba, Windows 11 na ngayon. Then, yung mga server ngayon, mga bago na. So, you need to update yourself by taking certification. Yun. Kasi sa certification, kapag nag-exam kayo dito, mga updated na yan. Then, hiring potential. So, as of now, okay pa naman yung IT trends ngayon. So, for the next 5 years, demand pa rin. So, of course, para maging, ano kayo, lalo na ngayon, I think, most of the IT na ngayon going na sa AI, okay, sa artificial intelligence. So, but don't worry, who will develop AI? Who will manage or maintain AI? Of course, IT, di ba? So, IT certified professional often earn higher salaries than non-certified counterparts. So, yun, syempre, mas mataas ang ano yan, ang salary, hindi entry level or hindi minimum. Demonstrate expertise that can command premium pay rates. Yun provides leverage during salary and negotiation. Yeah. So for job security, of course, you will have a job security, permanency. So IT certification demonstrate commitment, staying relevant in a rapid involved field, make professional more valuable assets to employer, and increase resilience to job market fluctuation. Then global ano siya guys, global recognition, not only in the Philippines but the whole uh, the whole world, okay? International. So global siya, global recognition. So for example, if you have CompTIA, CCNA, AWS, so it can be recognized kapag if you want to apply to other country like Singapore, South Korea, Japan. Diyan magaganda yung mga IT ano diyan eh. IT job, okay? So most of the international industry are looking for the certification if you want to have a job. Okay, if you watch TikTok, sa TikTok ang dami nagpo-post ng salary, di ba? When you check that one, they have certification. So kaya nagle-level yung ano nila, salary. So make many IT certification are recognized internationally, yan, not only in the Philippines. So lahat naman ng certification is internationally recognized. Enhance mobility in the global job market, demonstrate competency on the global scale. So of course, ayan, personal satisfaction yan. Parang ano yan, if you finish your study, it boosts your confidence. So, di ba? Foster in lifelong learning mindset. So that maybe since you are very young, ang mindset nyo is what? To gain IT certification. Okay? So for example, this year, dapat ano na ako, AWS na ako, second year, CCNA, you need to invest. Pero some of the company naman is free naman niya. For example, if you apply for Accenture, sa mga Accenture, Emerson, HP, Fujitsu, Microsoft, they give free certification. So dapat ayun targetin yung mga company, mga international company kasi diyan kayo mali-develop as an IT. Okay? So these are the different 5 entry level. We have Microsoft Fundamentals, CompTIA A+ for if you want to become an analyst, technical support, network engineer, desktop administrator, or NOC. Ito ngayon ang pinaka-hot ngayon, security. Okay, most demand job ngayon to. Cybersecurity domain or more in the security or penetration testing. Yan. Then for the cloud, ito yung second um, job, highest paid job ngayon sa IT is cloud practitioner. So most of the time kasi, yung mga server or application nasa cloud na. Okay? So you need to have a short background sa what is cloud. So later, I will discuss about cloud computing. Then for the NOC, or network, if you want to apply for ISP, sa mga ISP natin, telcos, so you must have a background in CCNA or network admin or network technology. So these are the 5. Pero marami pa guys. So you can research lang sa internet yung mga different type of certification. Kasi kapag naano kayo, if you want to apply a job, if you are applying for a job, ang ginagawa, 'di ba, LinkedIn, then naka-link na yung mga certification nyo. Okay, for example, in my case, nilink ko na siya. Gagawa lang kayong profile kasi when applying for a job, you must have a profile. For example, this one, yan, nasa Credly. So if you have a Credly, login lang ako dito. Medyo maliit. So this is my profile, yan. So these are my certification. Okay, so nakalink na yan sa LinkedIn, everything. Then kapag nag-check yung ano nyo, yung HR, it will verify your certification. So before you finish your study or graduate, you must have a Credly account. Okay. Next is yan. So example ng isang job is a cloud support analyst. So starting niya is 90K to 110 per month. Is a hybrid, di ba? So you must have a short background about cloud. So again, since your IT is very easy. So you need to have a foundation about cloud. Okay. Next is, ayan, as I said, so this is an example of a certification path. So for the entry level, we call that one cloud practitioner. If you become on the expert, we have architect, operation, developer. If you want, we have specialty. So if you have interest in networking, big data, security, machine learning, Alexa skill builder. Okay? So lahat andyan na sa AWS. Depend on your work na lang. Okay? It depends on your interest. So next is, so that's the end of my first part of about IT certification. Then let's go to introduction to cloud computing. So there are a lot of type of cloud computing. So, or 3 companies. Number 1 is AWS. Ito yung Amazon Web Services. If you're familiar sa Amazon na e-commerce, so connected siya dito. Sila yung may-ari niyan. Okay? Yung Amazon e-commerce, yung the first online store. Okay? So dyan na-adapt si Shopee, si Lazada. Number 2, yung Microsoft Azure. Under Microsoft, syempre. We call that one Azure. And number 3, yung most popular is Google, Google Clouds. But for the academy, for school kasi, ang AWS ang may, they have a program. I hope your school will be accredited or will be included to this program. So you just need to apply, sir, for the AWS Academy. This is a free course. As long your school will be applied, they will give you an access or materials on how to handle AWS. Okay, so this example. There are a lot of school already this under the AWS Philippines. Next, so first is so this is our topic for today. Short topic lang naman to. So what is cloud computing? Advantages of cloud computing? What is AWS? And the framework of AWS. So number 1, introduction to cloud. So guys, can you type your answer? Short answer lang. What is cloud computing? Okay, what is cloud computing, guys? Okay, ano nga? Can you type your answer? What does cloud computing mean to you? Pag narinig yung cloud. Oh, sige, open yung chat GPT na, guys. Sige, okay lang. Hindi. Baka chat GPT nyo pa. Yan, server. Ano pa? So, server, storage. Yes. What about the word cloud? Pag sinabing cloud, Okay, database. When you said cloud, di ba? Cloud. Or can you access your data in the cloud? Pag sinabing cloud, what is cloud? Bakit ba cloud ang term dyan? Ayun. Thank you, Louis Justin Vargas. Available anywhere. So yun, you can access anytime, anywhere. All the application like database, storage, and server. So that's the meaning, short meaning of a cloud. Cloud computing is an on-demand delivery of compute power, database, storage application, and other IT resources via internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. So of course, this is a free. If you avail, if you want to deploy server, website, lahat naman binabayaran nga, di ba? Lahat may subscribe. So you need to subscribe in order to run your platform. So via internet, no need for the physical requirement. If you want to create a database, di ba pag gumagawa tayong database, ano kailangan nyo? PHP admin, di ba? If you want to create a website with login or database, so you need PHP, SAMP, di ba? But here, no need na. Okay, everything is in the cloud. So you don't need to install SAMP, you don't need to install PHP, PHP program. So everything, as long as you have internet, you can create your own application. So sir, saan ba nakalagay yung cloud? Okay, so most of the time is in the data center. So ito example ng data center. I hope you guys na maging someday in the near future mag-work kayo dito sa data center. Number one data center in the Philippines is the PLDT. Okay, so a data center is a facility that centralizes an organization, IT operation equipment, including servers, storage system, networking equipment, and telecommunication system. So most I think there are a lot of data center, pero ang familiar lang ako sa PLDT kasi dito yung napuntahan ko. Okay, I already have an access here sa huge building in somewhere in Makati. Tapos when you go there, inside in their facilities, panay ganyan siya. So marami silang kinikater, mga government company, BPO company, ano pa ba, mga bangko. So dyan nakalagay yung mga server nila. Okay, 24/7 yan, high security. If something happens sa mga server, ito yung technician, yan. So he will fix it. Okay, so hindi na nakalagay din. All the server are available via internet, via cloud. Okay, so parang ganyan ang concept niyan. So you have been using some cloud services. Number one customer ni AWS is si Netflix. Diyan ginawa yan. Okay? Ang pinaka-backend ng Netflix is AWS. Of course, Gmail, ito yung pang Google Cloud. And Dropbox, this example of a cloud storage, originally built on AWS din. So there are a lot of cloud storage, di ba? We have Gmail, we have Dropbox, ano pa ba? Office 365, and so forth and so on, di ba? So ito yung mga ayan. So number one niya is yung Netflix, pinakasikat. Until now, yung system ng Netflix naka-host kay AWS. So this is an example of infrastructure as a software. So cloud computing enables you to stop thinking of your infrastructure as a hardware. Di ba tayo? Ayan. I think, are you done with the OJT? Nag-OJT na kayo? Hindi pa.
Wala pa, sir.
Okay, so wala pa.
Wala pa sir. Wala pa sir. Fourth year pa sila mag-OJT sir.
Okay, that's good. So when you have an OJT, probably mas maganda you have a hybrid setup so you can access the server via cloud. Kasi dito sa Manila, more in the hybrid setup na some of my students already have during lalo yung pandemic, online OJT kami. So ang daming remote job, they can access the system via cloud. So once you have an OJT or intern, most of the office or company, they have a server. Okay? So this is a physical server, but here in most of the trend ngayon, ang mga server nasa cloud na as a software na. You can access the the server, the application via internet na. You don't need to go to the office and do configuration. No need for that. So lahat na ngayon, minamigrate na sa cloud. For what? Kasi what if pandemic strike again? So most of the company are ready now, di ba? Pwede na mag-hybrid or mag-work from home. Okay? So, ayan, hardware, di ba? Kapag hardware, you can see yung mga physical, mga hard drive, CPU, everything. So, these have a very high capital expenditure. Siyempre, you need to require space, staff, physical security. If you want to, for example, one of your boss want to have a data center or a company have a company with lot of databases. So yun, di ba? So you need to what? Buy those equipment. Unlike sa cloud, hindi na kailangan. Hindi na kailangan ng mga hardware, hindi na kailangan ng mga kuryente. Magiging ano siya, infrastructure as a software. Later on, papakita ko sa inyo yung example ng cloud. We will try to access sa cloud. Okay? So software as solution are flexible, can exchange more quickly, easily, and cost effectively than hardware solution. Kung ano yung nagagawa, for example, di ba, you are familiar do you know how to install Windows 11? Di ba, mag-format ng Windows 10? Pwede din dyan, pwede tayo mag-create ng Windows 10, Windows 11 without physical hardware. Lahat lang sa cloud. Eliminates under differentiated heavy lifting tasks. So no need for the assemble of hardware, yung mga kuryente, no need for that. So if you are familiar with this term, di ba? We have three type of models. We have IaaS, Infrastructure as a Service, PaaS, Platform, and SaaS, Software as a Service. For the IaaS, di ba? For the IaaS here, more in the what? Foundation of the infrastructure. Dito yung mga hardware, data storage, networking, everything. Sa platform naman as a service, ito yung focus on the deployment. Example, yung mga databases, yon, okay, operating system, etc. That's called PaaS. SaaS naman is software as a service. Example nito is Office 365, emails, yung mga yon. Those are more in the application side. So these are the most common terms sa cloud service model. Again, IaaS, more in infrastructure. PaaS, more in the platform like database, operating system. Then SaaS, more in the application side like Office 365 or email or Outlook. Then we have three type of cloud computing deployment models. So number one, we have the cloud. Number two, hybrid and on-premise. So these are the different models. So when you said cloud, a cloud-based application is fully deployed in the cloud. So meaning 100% lahat ng application nasa cloud. Okay? For example, ang ano nyo ba, enrollment system online or grading system online na?
Yes, sir.
Ayun, example, probably hybrid 'yon, di ba? Yung server ng school niyo nasa loob ng school or purely 100%, di ba? So most of the ano ngayon, application via cloud na. Ang hybrid naman, okay, hybrid from the word hybrid, combination, okay? Hybrid deployment is a way to connect infrastructure and application between cloud-based resources. So there's still a physical server that's connected to the cloud. Okay, for example, yung mga nag-work from home, they can access the server in the office via remote. So yung server nasa office, tapos how do they access? Via cloud. Okay, so that's a typical setup ng mga work from home. So via VPN, yun, nag-VPN sila. Then here, on-premise naman, on-premise cloud, deploying resources on the premise using virtualization and resource management tool. So sometimes called private cloud. So more in the virtualization. So if you are familiar with the virtualization, there's one machine that hosts several operating system in one machine. So while on-premise deployment does not provide many of the benefits of cloud computing, it's sometimes thought its ability to provide dedicated resources. In most cases, this deployment is the same as legacy of IT infrastructure. Okay, more in the traditional way. Okay, on-premise. Okay. So private cloud to, meaning naka-local host lang, okay, within the organization. That's when you call the on-premise. So cloud, 100% via cloud, then combination, then um, on-premise dedicated on a certain domain or company, then via local host. So do you have ano ba? Do you have Cisco subject, networking subject?
Aras.
Do you have, you're familiar, di ba? So here, in this the traditional way and the AWS. So I think siguro bago sa inyo itong yung mga term na to. Ito yung traditional, we have firewall, ACL, access control list, di ba? For security and administrator, you're the one. So as an IT, in the near future, magiging admin kayo. You are the one will handle firewall in case or ACL for cybersecurity. Then ito yung sa networking, we have switch, pipeline, and router. So the administrator also handle this one. Then the premise server. Then we have the relational database management system, NAS, SAN, and DAS for more in the database. Sa right side naman, ito yung ibang term ang ginamit nila. Per same function lang. So we have the IAM, later on pakita ko sa inyo yung IAM, network ACL, and security group. Then for the networking, tawag nila is, they call it Elastic Load Balancing or Amazon VPC. Then for the server, medyo ano talaga to, advanced na AMI and Amazon EC2 instances. For the database, they call it EBS, EFS, S3 for storage, and RDS. Okay, so these are the terms they use for the AWS. Later on, I will demonstrate all of this one. Next is, what are the advantages of cloud computing? Okay, ano ba yung mga advantages niya? So number one is data center investment based on the forecast and pay only for the amount you consume. So meaning, when you said capital expense are funds that company uses to acquire, upgrade, and maintain physical assets such as property, industrial buildings, or equipments. Diba, for example, part kayo ng team, mag-upgrade kayo ng server or data center. So you need to buy those memory, you need to procure hardware, power supply, everything. So it's very expensive to purchase server. Magkano per ang server ngayon? Mga kalahating milyon. Okay? Ayun ang price niya for industry. Kasi hindi man pwedeng pang desktop lang yan. Okay? So yung mga blade server, it costs $100,000. And mga galing imported to So you need to order directly sa Dell or HP. So those are the two companies supplying server. We have the Dell and HP. So dito naman, pay only for the amount you consume. So similar naman to sa if you are subscribed, di ba, sa mga Dropbox, kung gusto mo 100 gig, iba yung price. Kung 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte sa Dropbox, iba yung price. Ganun din. So it depends on the consume or the amount you will consume, ayun na yung babayaran nyo. Unlike dito, lahat babayaran nyo lahat yan. Okay? Next, ito. Massive economies of scale. Because of aggregate usage from all customer, AWS can achieve higher economies of scale and pass saving on the customer. So what's the meaning of this one? Pag maraming gumagamit ng AWS, nagkakaroon ng discount. Okay? Mababa yung presyo niya. So you give what? Savings, discount. So by using cloud computing, you can achieve a lower variable cost that you can get your own, because usage from hundreds of thousands of customers is aggregated in the cloud. Provides such as AWS can achieve higher economies of scale, which translate into low pay-as-you-go prices. So bumababa yung price niya. Unlike sa capital, di ba? Ang pag-consume ng electricity mahal, di ba? So kapag nag-create tayo ng server, 24/7 yan. So lahat yung babayaran mo. But here, kapag maraming gumagamit ng cloud, bumaba. Unlike dito, di ba, sa atin sa Pilipinas, kapag maraming gumagamit ng kuryente, lalong tumataas pag bayarin. Okay? So, pag maraming gumagamit ng gasoline, tumataas. Sa kanila, baliktad. Pag maraming gumagamit ng application ng cloud, bumababa siya. So, nagkakaroon ng savings. Then, stop guessing capacity. Okay? Do you really experience minsan, di ba pag nag-enroll kayo, mabagal ba? Kapag enrollment period, matagal ba mag-enroll? O mabilis mag-login? Based on your experience, guys. Di ba? During enrollment period, online, ano ba kayo? Online enrollment? Hindi. Online ba kayo
May
mag-enroll?
ara, sir.
Ano?
May
Ano
ara.
sir, merong
On.
online, merong face-to-face na ano.
Ah,
Depende.
depende. Kasi sa ibang school, pure online na. Then, ayun, for example, sa Lasal, kapag online enrollment na, ang tagal yung mga, syempre
Yung
sabay-sabay
process sir, yung
oh,
process. Oo,
tagal
yung process.
makalagin, nagkakaubusan
Mm.
ng section, ng subject, or minsan sa gabi sila naglalagin para konti lang gumagamit. Okay? Ibig sabihin yun, underestimate yung server capacity. Okay? Ibig sabihin, hindi kayang i-handle um, yung process. Unlike, for example, di ba, sometimes kapag nag-online banking tayo, minsan, di ba, ang bagal kapag um, payroll, kunya March 15 or 15 or 30. So, most of the time, ang bagal mag-access kasi underestimated yung server capacity. Pero kapag naman, when said overestimated, overkill, meaning ang sobrang lakas ng server pero konti ang user. Kayo guys, kapag nag-design kayo ng infrastructure, it depends. For example, your boss, yung admin, inask kayo mag-design ng isang infrastructure, make sure na tama yung ibibigay ninyong specification na server. Kasi pag nagkamali kayo, baka in the long term, guys, so dapat ang lagi nyo iniisip ay for future use. Di ba? Pag sakto lang yung binigay yung capacity ng server in the long term, what if dumami yung user, nagkakaroon siya ng ano, underestimated capacity na overload siya. So babagal, so kailangan nyo bumili ng bagong server or i-upgrade. What if ang naibigay nyo naman overkill? Sobrang sayang naman, hindi nagagamit. Even sa near future, hindi kayo aabot sa capacity. So yan ang mga stop guessing capacity. Pero here sa AWS scaling on demand, automatic siya. If there are a high volume of requests ng mga customer, tumataas yung memory allocation, storage, bandwidth. Okay, nag-a-adjust. So automatic siya nag-adjust during high peak. Pag high peak na siya, tataas yung bandwidth, tataas yung memory to avoid bottleneck or pagbagal ng server. Okay? That's called stop guessing capacity. Next is the purchase request, di ba? Tayo nga when we do online purchase sa mga e-commerce store like Lazada or Shopee, di ba? Ang tagal ng delivery, di ba? It will took 1 week para ma-deliver. Lalo sa sa industry, if you request a new server, marami siyang dadaanan, approval, finance, everything, di ba? So ipi-place yung order, yung server naman magagaling pa sa ibang bansa. So weeks or month between the wanting resources and having resources. So matagal siya dumating. Pero if you want, kailangan niya may project kayo. So in next week dapat ma-up na yung project nyo, yung application nyo, kailangan nyo ng bagong server or part or devices. So matagal ng waiting time nyo. Sa AWS, isang click ng launch. You can create mobile application, you can create a server, a website, everything. Okay? So, kapag kailangan yung server, isang click lang. So, meets between wanting resources and having resources. So, sa mamaya, papakita ko later on yung paggawa ng server. So, you can define your memory, your hard drive, your CPU. Okay? So, pwede ka mamili kung ilan um, yung memory na ilagay nyo. For example, 16 gig, yung hard drive, everything. Next is stop spending money on running and maintaining data center. Again, maintaining a server or multiple servers very expensive. Syempre, you need to pay for the utilities, for the payroll, landscaping, and hardware. But in AWS, ano lang, you need just pay for the resources and the internet connection. So so you can focus on yung may-ari ng company, you can focus on the business development and to the customer. Okay? So, alam niyo ba yung Shopee and Lazada, lang yan, naka-host lang sa mga data center. I'm not sure kung AWS or Azure or Microsoft ang backbone nila. Pero they don't have a physical office na may ando yung mga server. Wala. Hindi na uso yung mga ganung type of application. Everything is hosted sa mga data center to avoid paying this one, di ba? Imagine niyo if a company put a server in their office 24/7, you will pay for the electricity and the maintenance. But if you put your server sa data center, ang babayaran nyo lang is yung yung upa lang, 'di ba? Yung the rent. So, it will give you a more flexibility on the budget. Then, go global in minutes, 'di ba? Who among you already deploy a website? Sino nakagawa ng website dito? Then, na-deploy nyo na sa cloud? Wala pa? On your capstone, 'di ba gagawin nyo? Tama ba? Online yung capstone nyo, di ba? For example, gagawa kayong system, then you need to deploy it on the cloud. So dito, very flexible, in minutes lang. Kasi kapag manual deployment, you need to pay for the domain, yung mag-host, di ba? Yung www, for example, sanagustin.com, di ba? Dito, it depends on so in minutes, you can deploy application, multiple AWS regions. So here, as you can see there, may mga location siya. US East, Virginia, Ohio, then Asia Pacific, we have Europe, Canada. So sir, ba't may mga multiple location siya? Kasi global siya. For example, ang client nyo nasa US, you need to deploy your what? Your server near sa US boundary kasi to avoid latency. Or for example, ang client nyo naman nasa Philippines, of course, hindi kasama yung Philippines dito, but the nearest is Singapore. Okay, so you need to deploy your server in the Singapore data center. So for example, to avoid latency, kasi pag for example, from the Philippines to US, tagal ng ang connectivity ng network yan, magkakaroon ng latency. So mabagal yung process. Yan. So you can deploy your services around the world, okay, in just few clicks. Okay, yan. So these are the next section is the introduction to AWS or Amazon Web Services. So these are the um, function and features of AWS. So first, what is a web service? As any piece of software that makes itself available over internet uses a standardized format, such as extensible markup language or XML or JSON, JavaScript, object notation for the request of response of API programming. Ito, make sure, guys, mas maganda, you can study the API on how to create an API. So most of the time, if you apply for programming, dapat marunong na kayo mag-API. Okay? So again, interaction between software and cloud. So this is a web service, then client. So it depends if you have a mobile, so you need an API. So AWS is secure. So what is AWS? So AWS is a secure cloud platform again that offers broad set of global cloud products. So marami siyang product. Example ng product ito. Pakita ko sa inyo yung sample ng AWS. Where's my... Wait lang guys. Pakita ko lang yung... Yan. Ito. So this example of AWS for console. You can see yung cost. Guys, dollar rate dito. So this is my personal account to. So you can see here, these are the different services. Yan, dami yan. If you want to become analytics, application, blockchain, compute containers, marami, game development, machine learning, IoT, networking, robotics na, satellite. So, all in one package na. But most of the time, ang ginagamit ko lang dito more in EC2 tsaka sa networking. So, this example of a cloud. Okay. In order to create an account, kailangan kasi ng credit card. Okay. For to have an account here. Ito yung sinasabi ko a while ago. Ito yung global deployment. Yan. Diba? So, these are, later on mamaya, papakita ko sa inyo isang application via cloud. Okay. Papakita ko sa inyo kung paano to, how to create a server. So, later on, gagawa tayong server dito. Ha? Oh, wait lang. Okay, next is the so AWS provide with on-demand access to compute, storage network, database, and other IT resources. So again, a while ago, may nakita akong sumagot ng database. So here, you can create your own database, you can create your network, and other resources and management tools. So flexibility siya. It depends on the number of user. Kung, for example, sa storage, kung gusto nyo lang ay 500 GB, pwede yun. 1 terabyte, depends on your usage. You pay only for the individual services you need for as long as you use them. So AWS work together like building blocks. Yan. So these are the category. Dami niyan. But most of the time, if you like, for the entry level, ito yung entry level niya. Okay. This is example of a topology networking. So this is networking, VPC, compute, meaning server, database, and storage. So Amazon, so these are sample of a topology in AWS. So pag gagawa ng system, ganito siya. Okay, kumbaga, this is the blueprint. Then these are the different service. Okay, we have the VMware, EC2. Later on, I would demonstrate how to deploy EC2. This is the most simplest way to create a server. Okay, so each services have their own features and function. Then, ito yung for the course, for the entry level, ito yung I always discuss and teach to my student. This is the example of AWS Cloud Foundation. So I will discuss compute services, security, storage services, database, networking, management console, and cost management. Okay, more in the budget. Okay, later on, probably I will show you EC2, IAM, networking, this for the database, and for this one for the storage. Later on, papakita ko sa inyo. So how do we access AWS? Via console. So ito yung console, guys. Yan. Okay, I just log out lang ako dito, sign out lang. Then, so just go here. Gawa lang kayo ng account dyan. Okay. Then log in lang tayo. Sign in to console. So we call this one console. Okay. So login lang ako. Then of course you make sure you are a root user so you can administer the whole AWS. But you can create different type of user. Yan. Sign in ko lang because I'm the administrator of this account. Yan. Okay, so that's how the meaning of console. Let's go back here. Next. Roles in cloud computing. Okay. So these are the different job in cloud computing. Kapag na-master nyo na ang cloud computing, ito yung magiging roles nyo sa industry. Okay. Number one is IT professional. Okay. So most of the time is IT administrator, system administrator, or network administrator. So make sure you have generalist might manage an application. So I think you can manage application. For example, you can handle database, server, everything. Often manage the production environment, highly technical. So make sure you're good in technical skills. So might have significant or limited experience in cloud technologies. So guys, as much as earlier now, let's study, okay, research about cloud technologies. So diyan na kasi yung ano natin, ang path ng IT, more in cloud, and AI. So tatlo yung domain ngayon, cloud, AI, and security. So doon kayo magpo-focus kung ano yung gusto nyong i-career. Okay, might specialize in one area such as security or storage. So for example, administrator kayo, database kayo, focus kayo. If you become sa networking, pwede naman. Okay? Kung sa security, mas okay yan. Cybersecurity. So next is the IT leader. So siya yung mga IT manager, IT director, and IT supervisor. For example, na-promote kayo, probably you become an IT director. So leads a team of IT professional responsible for day-to-day operation and manage the budget, stay informed about, and choose the new technology. So he or she one will handle the budget, the development of a system, hands-on during early stage of a project, then delegates the team to take over. Okay, yun. Next is the developer. So most of you probably good in programming. So you can be a software developer, system architect, software development manager. So dapat dito magaling kayo mag-test mag-fix ng code. Okay? So lahat ba marunong mag-coding na? Pinakamasakit sa ulo yan. Okay, di ba? Then like sample code work with APIs and SDK. So yan. Okay, so that magaling na kayo sa API. Then next is the DevOps engineer. So build out infrastructure that application run on the cloud, follow the guidelines of the cloud architect, and prefer experimenting and trying things to other rather than lots of reading. So most job title niya is engineer, reliability engineer or build engineer. So mga higher na to, upper ops na to. So meaning this he or she responsible for the whole infrastructure. Yung tibay, when you said reliability in tibay, tsaka redundancy. So dapat hindi nagda-down yung system. Make sure na lagi naka-backup, may failover mechanism. So those are the function or job description of a DevOps engineer. Next is the cloud architect. Okay. So ang title niya is cloud architect, system engineer, or system analyst. So stay up to date with the new technologies, help decide which to use. So make sure if you become a cloud architect, you are updated sa mga technologies. Provides documentation process and tooling to developer. Yan. Gives developer freedom to innovate. So common challenges, resource management, cost optimization, and defining best practices for performance and reliability and security. So more ano to, higher entry level na to. So short demonstration lang ng AWS. But first, pakita ko lang sa inyo yung sample ng purpose ng AWS. Wait lang Open ko lang yung system ko. Yung video. Wait lang guys. Pakita ko lang. Wait lang guys Hindi siya naka-ready kanina eh. Wait lang guys Okay, sorry for that. Okay. Share ko lang sa video ka. So, share my screen. Ito. Kasi ano lang to, video tutorial. Okay, so this example of a remote desktop in EC2. So here, yan. We try to create a Windows server. Okay, launch lang natin sa console. So, ito yung console. Sign in. For example, username lang. Ito, work siya ng estudyante ko. Okay. So, gagawa tayo dito. We will try to create a server here. So, we call this one EC2. Yan, EC2 server. Okay. Pag-click ng EC2, yan. So, create an Amazon Machine Learning. Then choose Windows Server. So, you don't need to have a format, di ba? Via cloud. You can create a server here. Microsoft pa. So, marami siya. May Linux siya. So, yung free lang pipiliin para hindi mag-charge. So, yan. Server. Then, select mo lang. So, in just couple of minutes, you can create a server here. Then, ito yung CPU, ilang memory, then storage, everything. Okay, then launch nyo lang. Click lang yung launch. Ganun kadali, di ba? Hindi na kailangan ng machine or PC. So, review and launch lang, yan. So, you can check kung ilang memory lang. Then, click lang yung next. Ayan, ayan. So, wizard lang siya, guys. Ganun kadali mag-create ng server dito. Then, instance. Kikreate lang ng key pair for the access. Then, yan. The name of the security group. Sample lang project lang yan. Then, port range. So, you make sure you're familiar with the port. Then, click lang yung launch. Launch na yan. Ayan. So, simple as that. You can create a server. Yung key pair so you can access the server later on. Kailangan kasi ng password for security purpose. Then, ayan, key pair. Then, download yung key pair. You will use that key pair to access the server. Yun, naka-download sa left side yan. PEM. Then, close. Then, launch na natin. I-launch na yung server. Yan, magkaka-launch. Yan, nagka-create siya ng server. And you just review the status. Kung ready for ano na siya, launch. Yan, now launching na. So you need to know your IP address, DNS, everything. Yan. So you have a public IP address, username, password, then the EC2. So to access the server, you need to know. You must have your IP address. Then naka-pending pa siya. Ayan, pending pa. Nagki-create pa siya. So this is a free. No need to buy machine, desktop, then connect na lang. Ayan, running na siya. Connect nyo na. Then via RDP, Remote Desktop Protocol. Then get password. Okay. Save lang natin. Ayun, sa left side, na-download nyo na yung RDP. Then get password lang. So this is yung kayo nang dindownload. Okay, so get password. Copy lang natin yan. Mag-initiate lang yan. Wait lang tayo. So refresh lang. I-refresh lang niya. Then wala pa yung connect eh. Tayo lang natin So ito yun. Running na. And wala pa, tagal pa. 4 minutes pa. So forward ko lang ng konti. I think ako na siguro yun. Ayan, nakuha niya yung password. ano niya. Ayan, yung PEM, nakuha na. Open lang. Ayan. So decrypt yung password. So, ito yung password. Yan. Haba masyado. Okay. Copy. Then, open natin yung server. Yan. May project. Yan. Magkoconnect na yan. Then, paste yung password. Ito. Okay. Then, click yes. So, may machine na kayo. May server na kayo. Connect na siya. Yun. So, ito yung server. Nakabuo na ng server. So, at least in 5 minutes, di ba? Via cloud. Via AWS. So, when Windows Server 2019. Ayan. So, may... Okay. Yun. So, ito yung server. Ito yung gawa niya. Diba? May machine na. Then here, you can deploy your database, your application, everything. So, you don't need to, to purchase physical server. Via cloud na lang. Okay. So, that's the end of the presentation. So, di ba? Sample, ito yon. Console ko siya. In real application. So, this example of for example, sa database naman, ito yun, easy to yun. Yan. Dito yung tinatawag na pag-create ng server. For example, I said launch. Yan. So, you can see here, pag pipili kayo dito ng type of OS. Linux ba, Mac, Ubuntu, Windows, etc. For example, sa database naman, ito yon. Yan, database, Amazon, DynamoDB. Okay. So here, I think, yan. You can create table, etc. for this type of database. Pero ang piliin natin yung RDS. Para familiar kayo. Ito yon, relational database services. Here you can create your own, for example, enrollment system, di ba? Ayan, create database. I think you are familiar this one. Create kayo ng database. Online na siya. No need for SAM. Ayan. You can choose MS, MY. Ito yung pinaka-popular. Oracle, and MariaDB. Depende lang sa application. Okay. So that's the environment of AWS. Ano pa ba? For the networking, ito yon. Yan. So we have VPC. We call this one VPC. Yan. So if you want to connect to two sites, so you need to study this one. How to create VPC, subnet, yan, routing table, gateway, etc. More in the IP addressing. Yan. So question, so that's how. Sample naman, I will give you. Can you go here as your reaction paper? Baka kailangan yung reaction paper dito. So ito yung link. Pakisave guys sa notepad nyo. Then try to answer this question. Wait lang. Pakita yung sagot eh. Okay, PowerPoint ko siya. So 5 question. Number 1 question. Siguro reaction paper na lang. Yan, copy nyo lang. Then paste. Part of your reaction. Number 2 question. Number 2 ba yun? Number 1, number 2, at 3. I think we have only 2 questions. So, sir, how do we find the answer? Doon sa binigay kong link. Doon yung makikita. Free naman yun, guys. Yan. Okay. So, part ng assignment nyo or reaction paper. Okay? So, that's end of my presentation. So, thank you for listening. Any question, guys? Any question?
Well, Sir Aris, thank you so much for your very comprehensive discussion, sir. Believe ako, sir, marami akong natutunan. Hopefully, mga students natin.
Yeah, probably we'll have a part 2 sa next sem. Okay, probably if I go there sa Bacolod, punta ako sa school nyo, I will inform you. Para face-to-face, para hands-on tayo. I think you have a computer lab dyan, di ba? May lab naman kayo.
Opo, meron naman po.
Sige,
inform mo lang si
Reggie, si Miss Arlene, sir, no?
Pag nag-away ako dyan this
Miss
year.
Arlene, sir, si Miss Arlene, di ba sumama sa'yo?
I think hindi ako sumama ngayon eh. Nasa Bacolod sila, di ba?
Si Ma'am Arlene?
Ngayon. Andiyan sila ngayon eh, sa P-site.
Okay.
Bacolod ba?
Cagayan.
CDO, Cagayan, di ba? Same lang ba yun? Magkaiba, no? Same lang ba ang Cagayan sa Bacolod?
Hindi, Mindanao yun eh, ang CDO.
Pero kami baka Bacolod, sa Lasal Bacolod, mag-drop by kami. Malapit ba kayo sa Lasal Bacolod? Malayo?
Malapit lang, sir.
Yun, malapit lang. So, baka magkanta ka on training dyan sa Lasal Bacolod. One of this, probably this year. So, I will inform you guys. Okay?
Okay, so
Any question?
May question kayo, guys. Class, may mga tanong kayo? Nahiyas lang siguro, sir.
Sige. I will send the recording later on for your documentation. Okay, thank you. And
sir, by the way, sir, before we end, sir, ang certificate, Sir Reggie, paki-read po.
Sige, ayun ako lang. Stop lang share. I-share mo na lang. Naka-multiple share. Sige, share me certification. Pwede mo kay Reggie. Ayan. Yun. Paki-screenshot na lang, guys.
Ayun. Basahin ko lang, sir.
Sige.
Okay, so before I will read, I would like to thank Aris, M. Palombarit, for our resource speaker on IT certification and cloud computing. So thank you very much, sir, for your time that you have given us, and then your talent in the knowledge and skills. So with gratitude, we are presenting this certificate of appreciation from BSIT 3A ST 601, seminars in course in our subject. These expertise and insights have a great enrich the seminar providing valuable knowledge and inspiration to our BSIT students presented this 24th of March 2024. Yours truly, Dr. J.R. Pombrada, Subject Advisor. Maraming salamat po, Sir Aris Pulong Barret, no, for your time and valuable insights and knowledge that you have given to our school, no, particularly with our students at Colegio San Agustin, Bacolod, sir. Sana po maulit-uli.
Thank you very much, sir, for inviting me. It's an honor to become your guest speaker for this seminar. Thank you. I hope we have second round for this one. Face-to-face naman. If I drop, sana makapunta ako dyan sa Bacolod.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
We will be honored, sir, na ma-invite ka namin sa school, sir.
Okay. So I will inform. Thank you and have a nice weekend. Thank you and
Thank you
God
po,
bless.
sir.
Thank
Bye
you,
po, sir.
guys. Thank you.
Bye.